8.
Snow continues to fall across the Triad. The flurries have been flying for most of the day, some actually sticking that landing to the ground. As we look live from our cam in Winston-Salem, you can see signs of the winter storm brushing through the Piedmont right now as those flurries are continuing to fly. Our dedicated team of First Warning meteorologists have been getting you weather prepared for days. Michelle and Dave, we continue to monitor these conditions all across the Piedmont. And Michelle, how are things shaping up right now?
Well, we still have some really good snow trying to fall across areas of the north and eastern Triad right now, starting to wind down to some flurry action across parts of Winston-Salem. From west to east, we're seeing the snow showers really move to the east. You can see cloudy skies, though, and winds out of the northeast at about 8 miles an hour, 27 degrees. We're cold enough. Here's where the snow is falling right now, and we're thankful we can see here with our 920-foot scan what's actually reaching the ground. This is our lower level scan, and we can see that we're getting some snow from Greensboro through Burlington right now. Some heavier banding has been occurring from Snow Camp through the Chapel Hill area over the last couple of hours, so we're going to be watching for some higher snow totals there, and some reports in Yanceyville of over an inch there, so we're going to be watching for that. Lexington also some light snow falling there, and we've got that happening along Fairgrove. We had some earlier in Newmarket, but you see these patches of dry sections, and that's what we're expecting to see as it winds down. Earlier today, also this morning, we had some light snow falling in the foothills, so not a huge accumulation event for folks there either. We were expecting this to be a rather dry system compared to other ones for us, and that's how it turned out. We've got those temperatures in the upper 20s currently. You're sitting at 25 in Greensboro, 27 in High Point. And so we're possibly getting those 1 to 3 inch snowfall totals for folks from Greensboro through Burlington. And in this zone, look at these estimates so far. You can see 67/100ths of an inch in Winston-Salem, 77/100ths of an inch in Greensboro. And this is what we're seeing verified by some of our folks and viewers who have called in with some of those snowfall totals. Yanceyville, over an inch. You can see that banding of snow may put down some bigger snowfall totals in those locations. And what we have left to see, we've got another snow band that's possible going through early tomorrow morning. So between now and Thursday, we still will expect to see 2 to 4 inches. Those western slopes especially, we're talking Beech Mountain, Boone, Blowing Rock, and as we travel up along the Blue Ridge Parkway through Sparta and Galax, you'll have a chance to see at least another round of snow that could bring you up to that 2-inch level. Light dusting to an inch across parts of the Piedmont Triad, to 1 to 3 across the Piedmont Triad. Right now, you've got those winter storm alerts in effect for folks in the northern Piedmont zones, and light snowfall totals up to an inch at best. We're expecting again through early tomorrow for parts of the Piedmont Triad. We're going to check in with meteorologist Dave Aiken too. You've been tracking the snow the last couple of days as well, and we have a little bit more coming, don't we?
A little bit more, Michelle, and I think the other big story is going to be cold as we get into the day tomorrow. The winds are going to really pick up, and that will carry on into the day on Friday too. In fact, we really won't see any significant warming until we get on into about Saturday. Here's some other snowfall totals statewide, and as Michelle mentioned, back out to the west, some more sparse totals, about a ½ inch up around Allegheny County, and these are estimates, and we'll have some better truth to these as we get into the shows at 4 and 5 o'clock tonight. Anywhere from 3/4 of an inch, upwards of an inch, maybe 1 1/4 inch in some parts of the Triad, and about 1 1/4 to 1.5 inches down around the Triangle area too. So we've had a varied amount of totals. We thought they would be a lot lighter back out to the west, and that's been the case today. And as Michelle mentioned too, you can see how the snows are starting to wind down back out of the west for now. We'll have another batch that will push through as we go through tomorrow morning. You can also see some of the icing down east over the coastal plain, down towards areas of Fayetteville, south of Greenville and Kinston, also into New Bern, and then down towards the coast, still seeing some freezing conditions. And then rain where it's warm enough over portions of South Carolina and right along the beaches or so. Remember, we talked about this area of low pressure that would develop across the Atlantic just off to the southeast. That has occurred, and that's what's bringing in and intensifying a little bit of this moisture, especially right along the coast. And there's our Gulf coastal low that's down over areas just off to the west of Florida. As we go through this evening, we'll keep a few flurries around, but not nearly as significant snowfall as what we've seen. Cold out there, temperatures into the mid-20s, more clouds and a few flurries in the mountains and the foothills. Travel impacts through overnight, some snow covered for the untreated roads that have been out there. Tomorrow, minimal melting as our temperatures are not going to warm up much. Some snowy, icy streets still in some spots. And then Friday and Saturday mornings, black ice and very cold teens through that time frame. So we're also going to deal with some windy conditions as we get into the next couple of days, and we'll have to watch for some some black ice the next couple of days too. Our 7-day forecast shows you that as we get into the day tomorrow, temperatures are going to be windy and cold. Highs only around 33 as we get into the day. We'll start off in the 20s. Teens for Friday morning. Notice how we warm up some Saturday, but better Sunday with highs in the low 50s.
All right, Dave, thanks. We'll continue to keep you informed on the latest models, timing, and impacts on air and online. Now's a great time to download the WXII 12 News app. There you can see our interactive radar hour-by-hour forecast and a full list of closings and delays.